Venom. Venom. My, if you ever heard what I heard in the night, what a fright, must have been a parasite in my past life. I don't wanna ever come down from a high. My soul was sending to the sky, I guess it's you and I. Gone, but I'm feeling too alive, trying to get me out of spite. Someone's gotta pay, I ain't talking big amount. Some kind of physical pain, some kind of traumatic shit. Niggas wanna see dead bodies, probably not there, running with no automatic clips. Moving scatty, all erratic and shit. Niggas pussy licking batty and shit. Oh, you mad? Then come at me, you prick. Make a move, better pattern it quick. I assume you'll be coming for blood. That makes two of us, that makes two of us. Venom. 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 True is to stick up, hands in the air, put the money in the bag, all cash, all cash. Venom. Boom, 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 boom.
Sorry about that. Let's just get into it. I'm going to finish off what I started last night, which is why I hate this goddamn this Lily Tino fucker. I don't like this person, but there is an extra added wrinkle to all this that I will talk about in a minute that I should cover. I don't want to, but it's something that's going to be covered. So I have two videos kind of to go through. But let's end this one here and give it the proper ending it deserves. And how much I absolutely hate this person on levels you can't possibly understand. All right, let's get this over with. Let it be known I don't enjoy any of this because this person is so cringe. And they are. They're legitimately cringe, you know. They're fucking cringe as shit. You know, they're just fucking cringe. Okay, here we go.
Dreaming and working as hard as they can to live the current life that you have right now. So off the bat, if you are a trans person in the United States, you already have it greater than a lot of other people out there in a lot of other countries, and you are in a blessed position and opportunity to exist and be alive and live freely in this country as a trans person. At that, we should not be allowing other people the right and the access to tear our whole mood and day down by simply using different words. Sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. Whenever someone calls me a sir, yeah, I get a little salty. Yeah, I'm a little upset that they clocked me and they know that I'm actually a trans person. But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter because I know who I am. My friends know who I am. My family knows who I am. And that's all that truly matters to me. That's education. That's motivation. That's inspiring. It doesn't take rocket science to do that, but
that's not what Lily Tino cares about, though. Like I said, Lily Tino doesn't give a fuck about the trans movement. In fact, we're going to talk about what Lily Tino really cares about and what person they really are after this video, because I've only really told you the parts about how much of a piece of crap they are because they're selfish, they just want attention, but unfortunately attention has a darker hold and a darker tale to be told in this story, and believe me, it gets very, very weird.
Instead, how do you act?
Is a cheeseburger with a guava sauce.
Thank you. It just like totally sucks the joy out of this bread tower. Makes me want to immediately like leave. Because
this is all this person always does. Oh, I'll just don't automatically leave. I just want to leave. You don't even try. You know, if you are truly to me, someone that's trying to present as a woman, as a trans person, you don't even try to effeminate your voice effeminate. You just sound like a fucking dude. And then you get mad when people call you a dude. It's like you don't really try. It's not like you're trying to sound like a woman. It's not like you really try. I'm sorry, but let's just all be real for a minute. But believe me, we'll get to what this person really is in a minute, which makes it the most despicable to me.
I no longer feel like safe here. It's like, oh, my guard now has to be up. I'm not going to enjoy this bread as much.
How do you not feel safe because someone clocked that you look like?
Yeah, you don't really feel safe now. This is always their go-to. I don't feel safe. I don't like. Are you serious? You fundraise. By the way, everyone, she fundraised this, or they, or whatever. They fundraised this shit. They fundraised this shit. They fundraised this trip to Disney. So this person's talking about not feeling safe at Disney, even though this is a trip they fundraised, basically. That they got their audience to pay for, basically. Which is just ridiculous. You have money, I'm pretty sure, from all the freaking crap and all the ridiculous content you've done before. I cannot wait till this person's irrelevant, because it's needed.
Like a sir. You clock yourself all the time. We talk about you being in these bathrooms. Oh, well, you know, they're going to see a trans woman next to a kid. If you know you look like a woman, you know you're a baddie, then it wouldn't even have mattered. It wouldn't even matter. But you yourself acknowledge you are not what you say you are. You acknowledge you are a trans person. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. But you acknowledge that you're a trans woman and not looking like a biological woman. So how are you all constantly upset at other people acknowledging it too when you acknowledge it yourself? I don't get it. Sending food back at Disney, getting upset, I don't feel safe here. You're fine. You're literally fine. There's so much more horrible things happening around the world, especially in regards to gay people. In this world, there's so much going on, so much. But here you are making this your issue here in the United States at Disney World, a random server calling you sir because you look like sir.
We should be able to go places and not have to.
This is the problem. This is what they do. They have to pull the "I'm not safe" card. I'm this and that. I'm in danger. Blah blah blah. Meanwhile, I'm going to show you evidence that's going to make you physically sick. When I show you after this video. Again, I'm giving the proper ending to this video that it deserves. Samir worked really hard in this video, and I want to end it properly. But this is the shit that aggravates me. Because it's like, seriously? You're talking about being safe as a trans person, how you feel as a trans person. Oh, buddy. Wait till we get... Oh, buddy. Oh, buddy. Wait till we get in to the shit involving you. After this video into the next one to properly wrap a bow on this complete nonsensical bullshit. Oh, man.
To worry. I don't think I really want this bread tower, actually. I think I'd rather have the check if that's okay.
Yeah.
I think that's the training. We're supposed to say friend or just not use gendered language. It's like a pretty big.
I absolutely hate this person on levels you can't understand. It's coming from a person that literally is so worried about safety that they callously have their OnlyFans in the same place where kids can research their search her socials. Oh, y'all didn't know that? You know, little Miss Wannabe Rachel over here has her OnlyFans, which is very explicit, unfortunately. I was watching a video, and yeah, they censored it, thank God, but even then, just the idea, ugh. But this person has their OnlyFans in a spot where kids can get to it, which is highly irresponsible and highly fucked up, obviously. Express how
Thing
awesome
that Disney has done. Nothing was wrong with bread. I just don't want it anymore.
Nothing was wrong with the bread. I just don't want it anymore because I got called sir. They shouldn't be using gendered language. We should be striving to a world.
Again, I want you guys to keep in mind this person's so focused on trans safety. Boy, I cannot wait to uncover the shit that I'm going to uncover.
Where this doesn't happen. Go overseas. People are dying in war zones. People are starving.
Israel and Palestine would be a nice place. Maybe you want to go fuck around and find out over there. You know, crying over here.
People are literally starving, and you make a living from eating. Like, what are we doing? Not only are you sending food back, not bad food, but just sending food back because you got called sir, you're also documenting your time being a trans woman using the bathroom at Disney World.
I've made it into Disney World, but
weird.
I don't really know what the deal is with bathrooms. No, Florida is really conservative. I don't know what the rules are. Trans women are allowed to be in women's bathrooms, but I'm about to go and use the bathroom because I have to tinkle. If I get stopped, I guess, but I'm a woman, so I'm going to use the women's bathroom.
I hate this person. God, do I hate this fucking person.
And being in Florida or being in California or wherever
my
isn't
God.
gonna stop me. So I will report back.
Bro, like we're doing the same exact gesture right now, putting our hands in putting our head in our hands. It's like, what is this shit? It's like naturally we're doing the same gesture. I imagine anyone watching this later on, because I don't get live stream viewers. I know I don't. I'm not a live stream. I'm not an established live streamer as I was back in the day. Not yet. But I gotta keep it a buck. I know, like, people, like some of you are just doing the same exact gesture we're both doing. You're just like it's just pure disappointment. Like, how can you be this annoying as a human being? What are we doing here? Anyways, moving on. I mean, it could be worse. You could be Tara, threatening women to stop you to go to the back. We're not getting into that Tara weirdo.
Back in a minute once I have hopefully tinkled without issue.
3 minutes later.
That went as well as it could have gone. No one gave me any weird looks. Definitely no one stopped me. I walked in, I found a stall. I peed. I peed standing up, which is something I'm sometimes a little self-conscious about.
You peed standing up? Basically meaning, oh my God. Ill, and more ill in my mind. Blah. But all right. Awesome. I'm going to go burn my fucking retinas. And then I'm going to go try and drink enough alcohol to either A, delete myself, or B, delete my memory. Because what the fuck? Wow. Just wow. Wow, that image is burned in my mind now. Ew.
You out of pocket.
Ah, my
You are
God.
out of pocket.
Yeah,
I know
for real,
them women
bro.
in that bathroom were so confused. That piss hitting hard on that toilet. Just drop.
I'm sorry. Oh, for real. Like, they're just so confused. You gotta be confused at that point. Like, what are we doing here? All right, I want to cover one last thing before we. Hold on. This is the last thing I didn't cover before. We're going to have a field day with this one. And then I'm going to go right on to hearing his closing thoughts. And then we're going to move on to the next video. One part of the next video. I don't really care about the rest of it. Oh, shit. Florida, you blew it. Deserved loss. Florida deserved to lose this game. I'm not worried. I wouldn't be worried if I was a Panthers fan right now. This is something I kind of expect. But the Oilers came to play the Stanley Cup Finals. Let's just say that. And this series is going to be fucking crazy. All I'm going to say. Okay, moving on from that. I'm going to, just take this crap out of here real quick. All right, now I can do what I need to do. Where's my devices? Actually, fuck that. Do this shit. Get this crap out of here. No. Let me go here. Do that. All right. Almost there, kiddos. Bam. All right, here we go. So, let's just get into this now, just before I lose any bit more of my appetite having to watch this crap in the first place.
You start off the video acknowledging, I'm going to get banned from Disney. I'm probably going to get banned from Disney for this. Then why are you doing it? You know, this person knows what they're doing. They know what they're doing.
Yes, they easily know what they're doing. And again, I'm going to cover what this person's all about in the next video with this scandal that they have, because they have a huge scandal. It's not a good one. It's a really bad one. So we're going to have fun with that. Not really much fun, but you know what I mean? It's something I have to cover.
I'm not one to fall into this trap of rage bait. I'm not. I have a good eye on what's real and what's not. But when it gets to the point of really tearing down other people's jobs, livelihoods, and putting a bad rep and a bad name on an entire group of people, that's when it transcends rage bait. It does. There's rage bait content creators out there for sure, but this is just something different, and it's incredibly frustrating to see this person talking about a gender transition surgery with Disney food items sitting at a table next to children.
Cake pops removed, and the plan up until recently was to get my marshmallow wand reconfigured into.
This is at a kids park. What are we doing? This is the problem this is like the biggest problem that I have. We're at a kids park. Okay? I don't care if you are straight talking about female anatomy or talking about how tight something is, if you know what I mean, as female anatomy. As a man, I'm straight, so that's something I'd be interested in, Not at a kid's park, though. Like, time and place for your degeneracy, people. This is what I'm talking about. None of this is ethical. You're at Disney World. No one needs to hear you talking about this. And no one needs to see the imagery of you talking about this. You're clearly doing this knowing this is fucking wrong, and yet you think that this is okay. Everyone criticized about this. She said, oh, it was too loud. No one could hear me. And this is clearly about me as a trans person, because apparently it's not about inappropriateness. It's about me being out in public as a trans person. Like, who gives a fuck? We don't care. Don't you get it? None of us don't care. The people who are calling you out are trans themselves. What does that say? The fact that you have an active... we're going to get the scandal. Don't worry. I'm not trying to spoil the reveal of that nonsense. You're going to love that crowd. Stay strapped in, boys and girls. It's going to get real crazy. But what are we doing here? We're at Disney World and you're out here doing this shit? And you think this is cool? I said this. I don't care if you're a goddamn cisgender woman dressed in fucking stripper gear at Disney World. You're going to get looked at and you're going to get fucking kicked out, as you should. It's inappropriate as fuck. This is also inappropriate.
To a marshmallow tunnel. Unfortunately, a few weeks ago, I noticed some hair regrowth on my marshmallow wand.
And also, to add on to how fucked up this is content being aimed at children. You are aiming your nasty ass fucking content at children. Ain't nobody need to know about this. But ain't no kid need to know about this shit, dog. What the absolute flipping fuck are you doing? And again, this is what I'm talking about. None of this is ethical. What the fuck could be the point of doing this? What could be the point of doing this? What could you possibly get out of this? Like, whoa, buddy, you need to slow the fuck down with this shit. And you need to I need to know what I'm struggling to understand. Maybe someone can explain. You know what? No one's going to explain this to me. Again, trans people themselves are not, don't like this person. And believe me, we'll get into why that's a thing. Oh, the real big reason.
That's bad because the outside of the wand is what becomes the inside of the tunnel. So you don't want hair growing there or else it's very uncomfortable. So I talked to my surgeon and he said that it would be best to postpone the procedure until after hair removal is complete.
I don't know how. I don't know, man. I think I don't ever want to look at a marshmallow again. Thank you for ruining marshmallows for me.
This is obviously disappointing because I was really excited to have a marshmallow tunnel sooner. That being said, it is still happening. We're just not sure when it's happening. Hair removal is a fickle thing and it's really hard to predict when it will finish. But my hair removal technician...
I've never hated someone more than this person. I absolutely have a disgust for this person. This is just disgusting on so many levels. Wow. God.
Thinks it will be before the end of the year. So, fingers crossed. Oh, good. Want some? My mom's here, by the way.
So, you did this in front of your mom, and I'm not supposed to think you're a depraved weirdo? I think this is even worse. You just did that in front of your mother? Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Like, depravity on another level. This is just awful.
The marshmallow tunnel.
You can't eat a marshmallow again. I tell you that much, my dog. You can't eat marshmallows again. There goes any marshmallows for me. Great.
You literally have children crying in the background. In what world do you need to be at a Disney World acknowledging and talking about your cojones being removed and taking this marshmallow wand and flipping?
No.
We're going to the next one.
Yeah, right on the
fancy looking.
Okay, we're done with that. So let me just get into the closing thoughts here. Give this respect it deserves, and I will give this video a like, and then go on to the next one, and then I will be done with this goddamn person for hopefully for the foreseeable future, because I've had more than enough of my fill of this complete and absolute piece of crap.
is enough in regards to this person's behavior and the things that they do, and from all the food reviews to being a nuisance in restaurants, making the content towards children, everything that we've gone through in this video. I hope that more people can acknowledge and at least separate this person from everything this person tries to represent or speak on behalf. This is an individual doing individual things, and they're all wrong.
This is not representative of the trans community, by the way. I mean, I know I've been pretty hard on certain things with certain people within the trans community, but I treat them all as individuals. Individually, some of you are some of the worst people I've ever seen in my entire life. And it's nothing to do with the fact that you decided to fucking sit there and have surgery on yourself or do no. It's your awful personalities. It's the fact you take advantage of certain situations and certain social standings that you use it for your own advantage, and that's why I don't like you. I don't give a flying fuck what you do to yourself. I've said this 1,000 fucking butch toys. I don't give a fuck because I don't have the time to even give a fuck. I could care less. You know what I mean? I don't care. As long as you're not bothering people or harming people and harming children, hint, hint, Lily, I don't give a half fuck. But when you're going out here doing what this idiot's doing, fucking being just gross, vulgar, and targeting their shit at children, and then you're being so callous and fucked in the head that you are literally putting leading a gateway to kids. Seeing, I don't know how this person has not been fucking deplatformed yet. To me, if you are putting your OnlyFans in the same place that you are marketing things to kids in, automatic penalties. You should be suspended automatically for that shit until you fix that shit. TikTok is a disgusting cesspool, and they have absolutely zero content moderation. They do not. TikTok should have been banned. I don't care. You can call free speech. It's a safety thing for me. TikTok is an incitement of violence, an incitement of disgusting premises. It harms children, in my opinion. And also, it's the moderation team is just fucking... What moderation team, honestly? Is there even a moderation team for Twitch? I mean, for Twitch, actually. We all know the moderation team for Twitch. Those fuckers. But no, for TikTok. Is there any moderation for TikTok? Because I ain't seeing it. And TikTok don't give a fuck. Granted, TikTok's a great app if you just want to laugh at stupid videos and scroll through and all that. That's great. But when you have shit like this, it's just going unchecked, unmoderated. It's a fucking problem. And Lily Tino has been getting away with this for so fucking long. It needs to stop. As a parent, I think I draw the fucking line at my kid having to be subjected to that fucking person's OnlyFans by accident. I'd be livid. I'd be livid. This person needs to be fucking put down in check. They need to be held in check. They need to be checked immediately. And I don't know why. And again, when I get to this scandal, understand this is what happens. You don't check certain people.
It is a singular person and not the entire community. Again, does the LGBTQ community get on my last nerve? Yes. Am I trying to do PR damage control and highlight and speak on behalf of the more sane gay people out there? Yes. I understand that even for me, there's a lot of gay people out there that don't like me and the things that I talk about. I get it for sure. But what I'm trying to highlight and break down is this idea that the LGBTQ community is this big monolith. And that if you're a part of this community, if you are gay, lesbian, trans, whatever, that automatically doesn't mean you're a part of this set ideals and viewpoints. No, I'm trying to destruct that and highlight and show we all have our own minds, and this person has their own mind and is not a representation of the entire LGBTQ community as a whole. It's unfortunate the sheer amount of people look at this person and they walk away saying, I hate gays. It's unfortunate.
And I don't walk away thinking that. I think that's completely unfair. I walked away watching this saying, I hate Lily Tina. I have nothing against trans or gay people. Y'all do what the fuck you want as long as you're not bothering people like this idiot. No, I walked away hating this person. That's the way you should handle it. I walked away hating Lily Tina. I hate this person for who they are because they're a piece of shit. Straight, gay, trans, a fucking rainbow flag or a fucking goddamn flag or an American flag, a Palestinian flag. I don't give a fuck what the fuck they are. It doesn't matter what they are. I hate them because they themselves personally are a piece of fucking shit. That's the takeaway.
It really is. Because let it be known, there's a plethora of gay people who don't even like this person as well. You go to this person's...
Plethora of trans people who don't like this fucking person as well. No one likes this person. And believe me, again, you're all gonna find that out pretty soon. Why? Oh man, I'm sitting on something. You're gonna find out. Don't worry. And I'm saving the reveal for this scandal. Don't worry.
Comment section on TikTok, Instagram, doesn't matter. It's just filled with comments from left, right, center, who all are just like speaking up and disagreeing with the things that this person is doing. Do they have support? For sure. Are the people that love everything that this person is doing? Yes. But more often than not, and even this person accepts it and talks about it in videos and podcasts, it just pisses more people off than it's actually educating and helping other people. But when it gets to the point where you're acting this excessive, this rude, this entitled, you're affecting the lives of different waiters, different servers, restaurant managers, children.
Don't worry, buddy. Their time's coming, especially with this scandal. It's going to become more and more apparent. More skeletons are going to start coming out of the closet. This person has got to pass, and we're all going to go into it. I don't trust this person around regular society, and you're going to understand why.
Children, families that think.
Don't worry, boys and girl. I got to stop watching Nux. I apologize. I cannot become that guy. If I become that guy, I've lost the plot.
Parts trying to mind their business. You're doing the absolute most. All of it, the downfall and just recognition that just regular gay people out there, or even regular trans people out there, just want is a simple respect and to be left alone.
And again, trans people are calling this person out too.
And you're ruining that for a lot of people out there. So that's all I have to say about this person and the content that they make and their videos. Really, is I hope more people can just, separate the two. I really do. What are your thoughts below? Let me know in the comments what you think about this person. Have you seen their videos? Are you someone that appreciates their videos? I don't know. Let me know in the comments below your thoughts and opinions. I love them all, of course. I appreciate you taking the time to watch this video, spend time with me today. If you want to spend time with me in person, I'm going on tour this fall. All tickets and information can be found at amirodom.com. And I'd love to meet you. I'm doing a bunch of Q&A, meet and greets. We're going to be talking all about politics, culture, what's going on in the life, news, childhood trauma, just so much we're going to be getting into. So that's going to be super, super fun. I'm very excited for that. And of course, what I touched on earlier in this video when I was giving that little fake trans motivational rant, it could be applied to you too.
There we go, guys. Here's me live, actually, we're linking this video. All right, that's basically just giving the respect to end that video the right way. Give a like, subscribe, please, guys. That was a good one. Unfortunately, this is not over. I wish it was. Oh, I wish that was the end of it. No, sweetheart. Bitch, you don't know this channel. You don't know this channel. Oh. This is what we call just the beginning. No, seriously, this is going to fucking suck. So, unfortunately, like I said, I wish this was the end of all this. But unfortunately, we have to talk about the scandal side. See, Lily Tino isn't just a bad person just for the rage baiting, the shit with, kind of being on the edge when it comes to children and content. Kind of make you a little bit suspicious. No, well, here's the glass barrier breaking. Because now this person's actually crossing those lines. And now you can say this person is very suspicious now. I mean, what did Sidney Watson say with this person, with Lily Tino? Where there's smoke, there's fire, there's plumes. Well, there's a building on fire now. So here we go without further ado.
To a new situation, one involving a creator called Colleen, a fellow content creator who came forward with serious concerns about Lily Tino. She said Lily invited her on a trip with the vague promise of collaborating, only to later reveal that the real plan was to film adult content together, despite
if you guys want to know what that means, fucking. I'm not monetized, so I don't really give a shit.
Knowing that Colleen was in a monogamous marriage and her husband was sitting right next to her during the call.
Lily Tino tried to coerce me into having sex with her using her status as a trans influencer with my wife sitting right next to me. Lily messaged me with the idea of, do you want to go on a work trip with me to Las Vegas? And I tell her immediately no, because I'm on a Canadian work permit. And the moment I leave Canada, it goes null and void. It's not good anymore. But then we hopped on a Discord video chat, and she was still really insistent on wanting me to get to the US ASAP so we could meet together. Meanwhile, I'm just wondering, why is she so urgent about this? Then she just popped pops out with a bait and switch of, oh, I wanted to actually go to Las Vegas to do OF content together. My wife is sitting literally right next to me.
All right, let's pause right there. If you're inviting someone to go across the country to film a collab, and that collab involves content, you owe them the decency of being clear from the start.
This is coming from, yeah, right, like being clear from the start, from the same fucking person, Lily Tino, who doesn't think think you should have to disclose that you're trans to incoming partners. So hey, it's cool because in her words, relationships are always about finding out more about each other. That's the whole point of relationships, finding out new things about each other. That is some of the most dangerous rhetoric. If you are trans, please God, disclose before you have relationships with people. Disclose it. Just disclose it. It's not fair to that person if it's not fair. You know the right thing to do. Disclose it. And it's also a safety issue because you never know. If you don't disclose something, you have sex with someone and they find out, all bets are off at that point. Something happens, bam. Not that I condone that at all, obviously, but still, understand it comes with the territory. This is why you disclose things. It's just a natural. It's just disclosing things when it comes to sexual situations is important for so many reasons in anything, because straight people have to do the same thing when it comes to having maybe STDs or things like that. You have to disclose these things because it's just courtesy, and people who don't are fucking scumbags. So of course she didn't disclose this. It's not shocking. This is what Lily does, because at the end of the day, Lily isn't just an attention fiend. Lily I think is a fetishist. I think Lily Tino likes just to bang trans people. I think this person has no care for the trans movement, no care for trans people, other than to sexualize and fetishize them and bang them, because this isn't because there's another person involved in this. Oh yes, boys and girl. God damn it, I gotta stop doing that. Strap in, motherfuckers. It gets even weirder.
Because let's go to Vegas is one thing. Let's go to Vegas and shoot porn together is a whole different ask. And Colleen said no to it. That should have been the end of it, but it wasn't.
What?
This to me was not a communication. Lily was deliberately withholding what she actually wanted until Colleen said yes, or was cornered into saying no twice. You knew Colleen was married, you knew her partner was right there, and yet you still tried to pitch, let's hook up for content. And unfortunately, Colleen was not the only one. Another creator, Cassie, came forward with a similar story. But this time, Lily allegedly told her livestream audience that Cassie had already agreed to go to Vegas.
Lily Tino made a video completely denying her sexually harassing me. And if you're wondering why it took me so long to even respond to that, I'll get to that in a second. But here's quickly why her response was just laughably bad. Lily failed to mention that she led me into a Discord call under false pretenses when her real motives were to film porn with me. If she were upfront, I would have said no immediately. She didn't mention that I said no or I can't 3 different times. And even after that, even after I said no to doing porn, she still sent me a link to the porn studio and said it would be mutually beneficial. The entire video, she didn't.
Again, if this person just fetishizes trans people, they don't care about trans people. They don't give a fuck. They are a nefarious person. They are not good. They just want to have sex with trans people. That's it. They just fetishize them as nothing more than sex objects. End of story. I don't think it's anything more than that. I believe it is a sexual wanted desire, and that is all. This person does not care. I do not believe that this person genuinely gives a shit about the trans movement in any positive or conducive way at all. I just, now you see what this person cares about. This person wants attention. They're not real, and I know the Lily Tino train is going to crash because people are just going to be done with it. They don't want to deal with this shit, and then the skeletons in this person's closet, they're coming out. I'm sorry, but there's just no way this person doesn't have skeletons in the closet.
Even mention OF or even spicy content once. Instead, she mentioned it as a different kind of content.
I recently decided to start making a new kind of content.
And was very nonchalant about saying it was normal for content creators to collab, which is true for something like TikTok, but is much more sensitive when we're talking about making literal
For the record, collaborations are super common among any kind of social media creator, be it this kind of content or other kinds of content.
And this one shocked me. She edited the word
Yeah, no, it's not. This is weird, dog.
OF out of her screenshot, the one that I actually posted to my video itself uncensored.
I received a DM from her partner, which Colleen also mentioned in her video.
And she'll probably say it's for TikTok terms of service, but here, let me just put that message on the screen and watch now.
Somebody's here. I'm not sure if you noticed, but Colleen has decided to stay out of your live streams for a bit, and we thought you should know why. She doesn't feel comfortable reaching out to you directly, so I offered to do it on her behalf. Colleen felt uncomfortable with how you brought up the idea of going on a work trip, only to then mention making OF content at the end. Not only are we in a monogamous relationship, but you also asked her in front of me, which we both feel is very inappropriate. Very disrespectful, by the way. I totally understand where she's coming from, and I support her feelings 100%, as I once found myself in a very similar situation and know how unpleasant it can be, especially since Colleen respects you as a content creator and has never indicated that that she has ever been, let's just fill in the blanks. I can't see past the fucking shit in front of it. She has ever been open to OF collaborations. This has literally been bothering, I guess it's been bothering us, and it's important for you to know. There. This is a very nice statement. What I would have basically said was, stay the fuck away from me and my partner and never call us again. You're a piece of shit, and I want nothing to do with you. There. End of story. Are we good now?
Nothing happened to this video. Lily was trying to sanitize the entire situation to make herself seem innocent. Like, I got many comments after they come back to my video being like, oh, I didn't even know that Lily was even talking about OF until I saw your video. And I've been frequently asked why I even went public in the first place, because Lily had such a well-written response, right? But the reason I even went public was because I knew that immediately after I went public, Lily would publicly act like this.
Right? And also, I had no idea they were monogamous. Most trans people I know are poly.
That is a terrible fucking defense. Oh, they're most people I know are poly. Yeah, that's a terrible defense. Unless they explicitly tell you that they're poly, unless you get the okay, you went outside your bounds. What you did was fucked up. This is fucked up. You fetishize trans people. That's it. Because you're not a real trans advocate. You are just an opportunist. Think about how this person started. A LinkedIn viral post. And they took it and ran with it. It had nothing to do with being trans. It was all attention for this person. And now they're using their power to bang anyone they think they want to bang. Because they clearly don't respect boundaries. Which is so fitting. Because they've shown us that they don't respect boundaries. Of course they don't respect boundaries. They don't respect the women's bathroom. They don't respect women. They don't respect children. They don't respect anyone. They don't respect foreigners. They don't respect waiters who are just trying to do their job, minimum wage workers. They have no respect for boundaries. How are we shocked by this?
So let's say, okay, she's monogamous and she could have just said no.
And finally, if you're wondering why I haven't responded till now,
she did say no, you fucking moron.
It's because the day I was going to respond last week, I was contacted by another victim named Cassie, who was tied up in this entire Vegas situation too. Her situation is very similar to mine, except for her, Lily stalked, groomed, and refused to take no for an answer countless times to the
It's just
point where on.
Sorry. It's just amazing. It's just amazing. How people get even shocked by shit like this, even though I could have saw this coming from a mile away. This person's a piece of shit. A lot of us did. I'm telling you, where there's smoke, like Sydney Watson said, where there's smoke, there's fire. Like the smoke plumes. A house is on fire right now, people. A house is on fire.
On Lily's live streams, I was tricked because Lily was publicly saying that she already had someone to go to Vegas with her after I said no, referencing Cassie. Turns out Cassie never said yes.
So I've been trying to say no, and she keeps pushing for it.
It was strange though, because on her TikTok lives, it sounded like you were a shoo-in to go.
Yeah, no.
One of the primary reasons that Cassie said no was because of medical reasons. Lily would try to be like, oh, why don't you stop this medication? Why don't you stop that medication? Lily, someone should not have to stop their medication to have.
Think of the selfish and these selfish, disgusting behavior to where you think that someone who is a transgender has to stop certain medications that could legitimately fuck up their entire their health. Transgender surgeries are not easy to go through. You have to take medications. There's things you got to do and keep up on because it can fuck up your health. And it's why it's such a touchy subject, but it can have monstrous effects. And this person who has to take the medications, they could fuck up themselves mentally or physically by not doing it. And you're so selfish that you would actually want this person to stop taking their medications just so you could fucking have sex with them. Again, you don't care about trans people. You just fetishize them, and all you want to do is have sex with them. End of story. You are not an advocate. You are an absolute detriment to this community. And I hope more trans creators help you all band together. Take out the garbage. We all have to do this. We had to do this as a Black community. We always have to do this shit. Well, now, if being integrated into society and being visible, now you guys are going to be expected to do the same thing as every other minority group. Not just minority groups, even white people have to do this shit. Take out the garbage. This is garbage. Take it out. It's not. Because they don't care. They are not in it for the best interest of trans people. They're in it for themselves.
With you. That's ridiculous and predatory.
She basically
Exactly.
didn't believe that I was telling her that it is quite severe to the point where I don't like traveling.
Lily had subscribed to her OF for months prior, told people in the Discord, including me, about Cassie herself. And when Cassie was being called out by Chris Tyson on Twitter for being too trans, which I think is freaking ridiculous, Lily...
Which Chris Tyson are we talking about? Are we talking about the one from Mr. Beast? Hold up. Which Chris Tyson are we talking about? Hold up. Are we talking Ava? Ava Chris Tyson? Because that's hilarious. I'm sorry, but I find that absolutely hilarious. Oh man. That is funny. That's funny. Okay.
He swooped in all friendly, saying, "Come to our Discord server. We're friendly here. We'll understand you." And then not too long after, asked her to go to Vegas to do porn with her. She's been aware of you.
Yes, that's basically called, what is the word? Scouting. Yeah, they scouted this person. She just wanted to fuck her. She wanted to fuck her brains out. That's it. Yeah, it's funny. And I'm just going to be this guy because I don't give a fuck. I'm so tired of this shit at this point. I'm just going to go mask off on this one. You want to know why this person was standing up in the fucking goddamn in the bathroom, in the women's bathroom to piss? Because they don't want to cut their dick off. They want to use it repeatedly. Like I said, they fetishize this shit.
And has been following you on OF for quite a while.
That's crazy to know she knew who I was before that day.
She talked about it. Like, she talked about it multiple times.
Oh.
On a Discord. She talked about it, yeah.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no, that changes everything.
Yeah, she basically preyed upon these women, and she wanted to use her influence to manipulate and have sex with them because they were trans sex workers. But guess what? Sex workers still have boundaries, people. Yes, they're still people. You know, you realize it's called sex work, not sex have fun. It's sex work, meaning outside the boundaries of the workplace in consensual situations where money is involved and and it's a consensual thing agreed upon with people who you have that certain trust with in the business, you still have boundaries. And Lily must have no respect for these people's boundaries. Clearly doesn't. And wanted to take these people and have sex with them only because they fetishize this shit. I don't like talking about this, if you can tell. This is not a very fun subject for me. But I want to expose this part because it wraps this whole entire saga in a bow. This has nothing to do with Lily Tino being basically a trans advocate and trying to basically, I have more respect for them slightly, which means I have no respect for them to begin with. I have like a tiny 0.1% little shred of respect more if they were about that and they were doing this because they actually cared about trying to teach the world about trans rights and they were just doing it in a horribly wrong way. No, they are a selfish, self-absorbed liar and a narcissist. They don't give a fuck about anyone else but themselves, and they've proven this proven this multiple times and in very disgusting fashion. And anyone that falls for this, I don't know what else to tell you, but it's time that we start recognizing this person needs to be fucking held accountable for their actions.
Hasn't she told me that? And I even told her how this happens to me all the time. Like, people, I'll meet like a set of friends, right? And then the second one of them gets me alone, they go, hey, so I actually watch your content. And then I'm like, oh, so you're trying to fuck me. and it's so often. And I'm like, oh, this is the exact same. But it's the first time it's happened to me with someone like Lily.
I honestly hate to think what could have happened to either one of us if we did.
That's the problem, man. Hey, there's some weirdos out there, bro. What the fuck? Like, this is why y'all don't get none, bro. You think because someone's a sex worker, that means, oh, I want to have some free sex. All I have to do is have some money on me or have an opportunity or whatever. No, stupid. That's not how that works. Oh, God. I know some sex workers, obviously. I know me and Chris I've known some together. I would never go to a certain person and go, hey man, I heard I seen you're pretty good at this. Hey, would you like to, set something up or whatever? No, that is absolutely ridiculous and absolutely out of the bounds and completely just disrespectful as fuck, in my opinion. And it's just one of those things. I hate that shit. Do you understand? Like, right now, I don't even need that shit anyways, thank God. I wouldn't even need to do that shit anyways, thank God. But even if I were that disgusting and depraved, how do you sit there and not understand how to be upfront? One of the biggest things in the sex business industry is being upfront. Because if you're not upfront in the sex business industry, that means you are not to be trusted. Trust is the only thing in the sex business industry that you can have for consistent workflow. Because if you don't trust the partner that you're with in that scene, bro, that's a problem. That is a problem. Your boundaries have to be respected. It's a certain thing. So I don't know what else to tell you. But like, this is fucking fucked up. This is a lack of respect. You didn't respect their boundaries, and that's it.
Agreed to go to Las Vegas with Lily, and just because me and Cassie are trans sex workers, it does not mean we do not deserve respect or boundaries.
You have to have boundaries within sex work. That's what gets me too. People have this notion that, oh, you're a sex worker, so that means you... No. There's boundaries even in that too. Believe it or not, there are boundaries in that too. There's boundaries in that too. It's all boundary laden. Do I agree with it for the most part? It has, no, not really. But I know why there's a place for it, unfortunately. Not really my call. So even then, this shit, it's just fucking wrong. And again, it just proves that Lily Tino doesn't give a fuck about trans people and the trans plight or whatever. They care about banging trans people and fetishizing them because they can.
And Lily decided to break all of those for both of us because she wanted to have sex with us.
And
that's all she cares about. And that is the Lily Tino story, people. I'm done with that side of everything. So I'm going to take a quick break, get me some drinks in here, and I will BRB right back. So you guys just enjoy that, and let me just, I'm going to be better at this BRB shit, because I feel as though I'm going to take a break within a goddamn stream. I should be a little better about it. Try what again? Oh, do either of y'all know who? I don't know who either is. It's just me in here. Either. Oh, I see why you said either. I have two. I'm done like triple streaming. That's just my secondary account. Do either of y'all know who the last videos create? Okay. By creator, like which creator? You try the YouTube creator? Because I could find that real quick and go through my history. I'll give you all the names involved, but I can tell you the YouTube creator is if you guys want to see that, because that one was pretty yeah. And I only cover one segment of it. If you want to watch it and give it a like, I should put that link in after I'm done anyways. Excuse me. Let me find it. Okay. There's Amir Odom. Why the fuck is it not here? Oh, Jesus Christ. Give me a minute. Give me a minute. There it is. Michelle Mana. If you wanted the YouTube creator, it's Michelle Mana. She has 70K views, 601 videos, blah blah blah. It's her latest video, of course, is about Lily Tino. So if you want that, I can link her channel in the description. Give me a minute. Now just be annoying. Okay, where is the there we go. Let me start. Not helping at all. Okay, I don't know why it does that. Give me a minute. It's always a pain in the ass to fucking do certain things. All right, let's put that. I don't know. Okay, so so whichever chat you're in, it's right there for you. You can find that video. So I am done with the Lily Tino saga starting right now. By the way, I cannot cover any more of that person's nonsense. My mind is warped. I have gone through pain to cover that crap. I hate that motherfucker. So if I'm going to cover some brain rot, some absolute stupidity, well, I'm going to cover ShoeOnHead's latest video. So honestly, I'm not really going to step up that much with crazy psychotic feminists. I don't even know if I can call them feminists. I just call them pathetic. Feminist should be a term that actually should mean something, not for losers. But unfortunately, we don't call enough women losers in this country. These women specifically. You'll see why in about a minute. So, okay. Let me actually put it on Shoe. Fucking pervert. Okay. Let me share this out for you boys and girls and girls and boys and boys and girl and all 7 swing states. Let's go. All right. I apologize in advance for the things I'm going to say. If you are a woman that happens to watch me, I don't hate women. I hate these women. I love women. Unfortunately. I hate feminists. Hate these feminists. I hate Twitter. So, oh boy. How do I'm just going to let another talk.
Men. What do they want? Money? Status? Fast, expensive car?
To be left the fuck alone so I can play my goddamn video games. I'm fucking balling with Michigan State right now. I like to be left the fuck alone about it, okay?
What is the ultimate male fantasy? Is it fame? Fortune? 3 hot chicks at once?
It's 2 hot chicks at the same time. Girl, did you not watch Office Space? It's 2 chicks, same time. Yes. 3 just ruins the ratio. Whatever.
Hell yeah, brother. No, according to men on the internet, it's something a little more simple.
Somehow, this right here is going to drive a bunch of women insane on Twitter. If you wanted to know your future young men, it's fucking bleak. I'm gonna pray for you boys. I can't talk about my relationship status and anything going on in my personal life. I don't like to do that. That's not anyone's business but my own. But I will tell you this: I'm trying to get the fuck locked down and out of here very soon in the next few years because I'm seeing the future. It's not good. It's not good out there. Oh boy.
This is literally just a fetish. I fucking hate men so much.
Yep. Already starting off the bat crazy. Isn't that great? Already starting off the bat absolutely crazy. This is mental illness. This is mental illness. This is nothing more than mental illness. If I had a bell, if I had the triangle bell from Kino Casino, I would have broke the fucking wand banging that thing for how much mental illness is involved in this. This is mental illness. This is mental derangement. This has to be. There's got to be something wrong with you to think this shit. But anyways.
Men are why we can't have nice things.
God, and I thought the fucking goddamn female dating strategy was bad.
As I was working on an upcoming video, I made the terrible mistake of logging onto Twitter, where I saw...
Yeah, I make that mistake often, and then every time I either see people get... Either I see people condoning terrorism and pushing communist agendas for the fun of it, and then talk about how it's okay to kill, like... I'm not going to get into it. You already know what I'm talking about. Or I see fucking women talk about how much they hate men. By women, I mean 20-year-old losers that don't have lives. You ever notice that? Peep the accounts. I guarantee you 90% of them are from fucking 20-year-old to 22-year-old girls that don't have anything going on because they're a bunch of losers. I'm telling y'all, y'all need to start looking maybe outside the bounds here. Them country girls. I'm just saying. I ain't saying it, but I'm saying it. I'm done talking.
This post. A montage from the anime Josie, the Tiger, and the Fish, a movie about a college student who is assigned to take care of a paraplegic girl, and spoiler, eventually they fall in love. Many men were yearn posting in the replies of this tweet and talking about how they wish to fall in love and would love a relationship like this, while many others, mostly women, were absolutely f***ing disgusted at this. Why would a bunch of men be fantasizing about being with a woman in a wheelchair? Seems pretty creepy and predatory, right? Also just unrealistic and problematic. Well, in this video, we are going to be talking about why so many men resonated to that.
God, this is like the ultimate enemy for women. A level-headed woman. I know a lot of people don't like ShoeOnHead, but usually people that don't like ShoeOnHead, I just look at them with a side eye because it's like usually their reasoning's retarded. When it's like, okay. I don't think ShoeOnHead's like the best, but Jesus fucking Christ. When it comes to shit like this, it's gotta be so sad that these mentally unstable whack jobs that go on Twitter and just, waste their lives on this shit. And then you have ShoeOnHead who's just like, nah, y'all kind of look stupid. ShoeOnHead was once that girl that literally talked about what was it? There's a meme. It was from Kino was talking about it, and it was once every generation we have to deal with this type of chick. And she was once that girl that talked about being a female incel. ShoeOnHead, which is now married, it's inspiring almost. Melanie Mack, I feel bad for you because you're like 40, dried up eggs, and you're not married, and no one likes you. Ouch. Anyways.
Clip and this movie, and why so many people are so confused as to why. We are also going to be reading some absolutely unhinged tweets, as usual, to get to the bottom of why such a wholesome post turned into, once again, another battlefront for the ongoing, never-ending gender war. Men versus women.
I won the gender war because I never participated.
Women versus men, the male loneliness epidemic, the female loneliness epidemic, the dealing with dating apps. Do men prefer thin women or curvy?
I'm losing hope, man. Oh, God, I'm losing hope.
Women, brunettes or blondes? Do women like dad bods or fit men? Do they like beards or clean shaven?
Or why don't you bitches just get off your asses, both of you, men, women, you bitches, get off your asses and pick what you like and go work for it.
Oh yeah, that reminds me. Let's quickly get into today's sponsor, Henson Shape.
Let's not. Let's not. Let me be exact about this. There's a shorter one this time.
I basically know nothing about anime. I am probably the most tourist of all the tourists.
You have no idea how lucky you are. I hate anime. God, do I hate, and it's not because I hate the material. I just don't care for it. I just never cared about anime. I never found it interesting to me. But the reason I've grown to hate anime fans. I despise these people. a lot of anime fans, not all of you, because a lot of y'all just like me, you just happen to like anime. All right, I just played Baby Metal in the fucking intro, so it's not like I'm sitting here acting like I don't know I'm going to be intersected with certain people. Anime ain't the problem. Well, not all anime isn't the problem. Anime fans aren't the problem. It's just some of you motherfuckers that are the problem that need to get snuffed the fuck out and need to go get a fucking life. Sorry to just yell that out, but you have no idea how much I hate these motherfuckers, man. Certain anime fans I look at with just pure disgust, disdain, and hatred because I hate you like I hate Lily Tino. You motherfuckers are disgusting. Some of you motherfuckers make me sick, and some of you motherfuckers, well, frankly, need to go outside and get a job and go do something with society and go be productive in society. You know what I mean?
Yeah, hi. I have a question. Was the upskirt shot necessary in order to advance the plot?
Fuck yeah.
I watched Pokemon and Sailor Moon when I was a kid, and a few years ago I watched Beastars on Netflix. Legoshi, best boy. Not a furry, by the way. And honestly,
yeah, I don't believe you.
That's about it for my anime consumption. Unless you're counting VTubers. If you're counting VTubers, I watch a lot of anime.
God, I don't really like VTubers either. Like, I watch Nux only out of necessity to laugh at Hassan. Other than that, I don't really watch anything to do with Nux. Because Nux is like Nux is like either really on point on something or Nux is like so off the goddamn reservation. You just look at him like, are you that retarded? And it's like kind of like half and half. And I just kind of like live with it. Then you got other VTubers. I could watch Lee Fit and Asari to an extent. I can't watch that Desu dude. I cannot watch a dude that has a pretty looking Asian girl as a fucking profile pic, and I hear that voice coming out. It's like Lily, Tino all over again. I don't need that shit. Nah, dog. It's off-putting. I actually just I can't do it. Plus, he's boring as shit. I don't know if you guys know what I'm talking. The Deku dude, whatever the fuck his name is. He's so boring. I don't even remember his name. But it's like, bro, hearing a grown man's voice come out of a fucking like teenage girl's body is so fucking off-putting, and I'm sorry, I'm gonna say it. It is. If you disagree with me, I understand. But like, fuck, dog. I can't do it. I'll be sitting there just like, why, brother? Why? Oh man, I'm terrible.
But because of this clip going viral, I watched Josie the Tiger and the Fish, and, well, I thought it was a good movie. I recommend watching it. I thought it was a really cute...
I may watch it, but again, I just don't do anime, guys. Like, it just doesn't appeal to me. If you were to tell this story and frame it in a live-action setting, oh, shit, it'd be that fucking movie that Chris was talking to me about, except the genders are reversed. And it was about was it about a guy dying in a wheelchair? That's what it was, a guy dying in a wheelchair. It was like really sad. And I told Chris, why the fuck would you tell me about something like that? I don't want to fucking watch that shit. The fuck I look like. I'm not going to fucking review that. But that's kind of what I think. This movie has been done before in certain sects, guys. The wheelchair love, sometimes just with terminal illness or some shit, which is sad. But you know what I mean? But yeah, it's a cute little story. I'm not an anime fan. It's just not my thing. It throws me off. And again, I'm a guy that watched Avatar: The Last Airbender to death. So I'm weird. Though I will say, one anime we all have that one thing we watch from anime, I guess. Speed Racer. Speed Racer is just that show that eternally gets cool. It's just cool shit. Then the movie's badass as fuck, too. The world wasn't ready. They weren't ready.
Good story. I only cried a little bit. And I completely understood what the tweet meant by calling it the average male fantasy. So, what was wrong with it? Why
because men are happy and these bitches don't want to see men happy.
did this clip go so viral in such a negative way? Why were thousands of people angry at this post? Well, let us dilly-dally no longer and read some of these angry replies to get a better understanding of what the issue is, shall we? Wholesome male.
Stop drinking Monster, you psycho. As I'm drinking. By the way, Aldi, shout out. They have vitamin water now. They have their own vitamin water. That's awesome. Okay, I'm done.
Male fantasy, and it's fetishizing a disabled girl for him to control.
You are absolutely a loser. I would pray for you. We do not call enough women losers in this country. We shit on dudes daily. Rightfully so. We have a lot of Ian Jomhas. We have a lot of clowns like Hassan. We got a lot of people like that. We got a lot of dudes we shit on. We do not call enough women losers in this country. We got to start doing that. We got to start just because this is loser behavior right here. What's wrong with you? Why is that the first thought that rolls into your head?
Oh no.
Oh,
They
yes.
think, oh God. Why?
Welcome to America, folks.
Always vulnerable, always happy, always needs you. Pretty perverted.
Yes, because you are, again, blue check mark, never mind.
Where are these fan fictions coming from? There were like hundreds of tweets just like this. Why did they see a cute montage of a happy couple, a man and a woman happy, together? I know, unheard of. Why did they see that and then immediately come to these conclusions? Like, as someone who actually watched the movie, Josie is not always happy. And she's absolutely not portrayed as some, like, vulnerable, ooh-woo, sex doll waifu. She's boisterous, she kind of has a foul mouth, she's very sassy and headstrong, she like straight up calls him her servant, but she was also very depressed. She basically never left her house, she was basically a girl failure. As a former girl failure, I love to see representation in media.
Remember I was talking about that whole, she was like she's like an original female incel? That's what she meant. She was. And then she got her shit together. And now look at her. She's married with a dude that looks at Wikipedia like an addict. That's the female dream right there. Right there. Believe it or not, that is the peak male vision for women. Sitting at home, looking at Wikipedia, at random shit that doesn't really affect you. Amazing.
But they actually show her disability, like, not in a good way. Like, they don't romanticize it, they don't sugarcoat it. And I noticed, unlike a lot of movies, unlike a lot of romance movies, at least like the Hallmark kind, where it's like the stuffy male lead learning to live life from the quirky, cute female lead, he's already got his shit together. And she learns to live life from him.
And that's one of the problems, though. They don't like the idea of the man ever being like any bit of a good role model here, because men have to be portrayed in these psychopathetic losers' eyes, that's why they're on Twitter all day, as basically up-and-coming monsters and predators. Because that's how these women want to view people and want to promote their agenda. That's just so sad and kind of gay. I mean, you have to live a life like that. I find that miserable. Maybe y'all do. Y'all do you, though. Y'all like that shit. That sounds like your thing. I would rather live my life not giving a shit and having fun. You know what I mean? You know, the fun thing, the only reason I'm in streaming at this point, like I said, I have a thing going on. So I'm not going to say what. I'm keeping to myself on this, brothers and sisters. I have something I want to actually have happen. I have something that I want set up. You know what I mean? Like, there's a setup coming with me behind the scenes about something. And it hasn't happened yet, but when it does, that's when I'm going to stop streaming for a minute. So if I stop streaming for a minute, that good things are happening. And that was kind of my whole thing. So I said, all right, every day that this doesn't happen, I'm going to stream. So if I stream for the next 3 weeks straight, note it's out of me being devoted to this. So that was literally my goal. I'm going to stream every day until this happens. It is, and it also is a good way to kind of help my ADHD out without me worrying about certain things and being obsessed with certain things. You know what I mean? It's a good practice. So understand, like, I'm going to be doing that a lot. I'm going to be doing this a lot more. So I'm going to keep finding topics and things to talk about and cover, videos to look at and analyze. I'm going to become a full-scale streamer. God damn it, man. Oh, it sounds horrible.
He encourages her to live her dreams, and in return, he learns to live life in a completely different way. And I thought that was really cool and sweet. Also,
no, you can't have that. Again, we have to be miserable as shit. We have to hate one another.
the animation was really good.
It's anime, so yeah.
Is anime good? Have I been?
I mean, yeah. Is the anime good? Yes. It's like what they're like. That's like the biggest part.
Sleeping on anime this entire time? His fantasy is that she becomes permanently disabled and
how? You dumb retard! No, you fucking moron! That wasn't the fantasy because she already was disabled before he was tasked to help her. He fell in love with her anyways. No, you fucking moron! You're so dumb! God, I love stupid people. Anyways, his fantasy is that she becomes permanently depressed and helplessly dependent on him, but can still make a sandwich. How does that make any sense? What you just said, you complete unbelievable dumbass. How the fuck did that just make sense? So, if she's completely dependent on him, how would she make him a sandwich? What? I'm actually shocked by the stupidity of this. I'm confused. What? That don't make no motherfucking sense. I'm confused. I'm confused. I'm confusion. What does that mean? How does that happen?
Helplessly dependent on him, but can still make him a sandwich? Sounds about right. Oh my god, after watching the movie, these tweets are even more insane. But even putting the movie aside, just seeing that like cute...
But think about what they just said as a contradiction. Completely dependent on him, but can still make a sandwich. So, that means they're not completely dependent on him. So your tweet makes no fucking sense. You retard.
montage out of context. Where the fuck are they getting this? These are very clearly just two happy people. But because the caption was the average male fantasy, their mind immediately goes to the darkest, worst faith interpretation of this. The problem is these people can't see any humanity in men. They can't see any humanity in humanity.
They're losers. They're fucking losers. You can't expect a loser to have any fucking hope in anything. That's why they're losers. Duh.
In general, average male fantasy equals girlfriend with no agency who's completely physically dependent on you and forced into blanket subservience and
oh my god, boys, young boys out there, this is your future. I'm gonna pray for you. This is why they're going to Andrew Tate, bro.
compliance. Sounds about right. You males are weird for fetishizing physically disabled women. Average male fantasy is having a physically disabled girl that they can abuse however they want. Got it. Not to be that guy. I'm gonna be that guy. The infantilization of the physically disabled
I'm trying to understand, like, never mind, keep going.
here is a little, dare I say, ableist. The implication
It's not just ableist, it's just dumb. Like, how do you go to that cynically? Who hurt you? No, for real, who hurt you bitches? Y'all need help. This is not healthy to think like this. It's not. It's truly not healthy. And I used to be, and by the way, I was in this mindset once as a guy. I used to have issues with women, and then I blamed a lot more than just a few women. I had a bad rap on all of them. It was a dark time for me. You know what I did? I got help. I talked to someone. Also, I grew up. This is just childish as shit. Like, what are you doing with your life to where you think that? Again, who hurt you? And then when you find the root of that, get some fucking help.
here that people in wheelchairs cannot find love, and if they do, the person who loves them literally just loves them because they can't run away. Weird.
God, I hate Rachel Zegler.
Average men can't even be nice to their healthy and normal girlfriend. What makes you think they'll be able to handle disabled person as their
You've never been with an average man. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Shut the fuck up. No one likes you. Who would love you? You're a loser. Go get my order.
lover? Whoa. Normal? What do you mean by normal? These people are just so ableist, chat. Can you believe it? Chat? I don't even live stream. Who's chat? I'm disabled.
Yeah, actually, I don't even have a chat. Who's chat? Right? I'm live streaming, and I don't even have a chat. What's going on here? Chatception. God damn it. I feel like hurt sometimes, too. I'm like, who am I talking to? I'm only talking to like 2-3 people, because everyone watches my shit later. All my live stream viewers are watching shit later. This is like an entire YouTube arc. Every time I have people coming and watching later. I hate it.
blind, so I showed this to my boyfriend. He says, I love you
Well, I could actually love the fact that people watch in general, by the way. I just make jokes about this.
because you're you, and you make my days happier. So what if I have to drive you places or help you with cooking and cleaning? I would have done that anyway. Disability has nothing to do with it. I love you. Ma'am, I don't know how to tell you this, but, your boyfriend is a rapist. Sorry you had to find out this way. You show this as fantasy because it's not true for the majority of men who participate in abuse of disabled people.
The only abuse of a disabled person must be all the comments having to call you a fucking retard because you're that stupid.
No, the fantasy is the woman appreciates his efforts to make her happy. Stop lying and abusing women and the disabled.
Oh my god. Your future, boys. Your future.
Your meds, schizo.
They're not going to take them.
You don't even know that f***ing guy. What do you mean stop abusing women and the disabled? Bitch, who are you? Also, the majority of men participate in abuse of disabled people. Are you okay? The majority of men are not abusers. That is a...
Those 9-to-5s be tough out there. Wage slavery is a bitch, man. And I feel bad for you because right now you're looking at what you're fighting for. That. You're fighting for those crazy bitches for wage slavery. This is the problem with the average male experience. We're fighting for that. We're fucked. Thanos, snap it away. All right, I'm going to watch a few more minutes of this. I will cover part 2 of this tomorrow, by the way, because I'm breaking up all my segments anyways. So I'm going to look at one more thing, and I'm going to dip the fuck out of here myself, because I, unfortunately, have to wage slave myself. God, I love it.
very, very small minority of men. The majority of men are men that just wake up, take a shit, get out of bed, take a shower, go to work, come home, and wait for GTA 6 to come out.
Thank you. God, thank you. Yes. Yes. Yes, Queen. Slay. And on that note, I am out of here. We will cover this tomorrow. Unless that good thing that I said I wanted to happen to me happens to me. Like I said, I'm doing it every day. Thank you all for coming in, watching me have to cover the most depraved topics, and then cover, and God, I hate it here. Thank you all. Do not be a Lily Tino. Strive to be better in life. And do not be a Twitter feminist. Because striving to be better in life would be too late at that point for you. You're fucked. Goodbye. Let me actually have a better outro for myself. Oh, this might work. Bye.
Hot shit, never had